Now, Monday 24th, that is few hours away, there will be a political rally at Uhuru Park. Okay, now what is the rally all about? It's for all the jobless youths to come together and talk about the opportunities they want to be included in. Because again, we are the majority. Now, in our country, Kenya, youths happen to be the majority, yet we are never heard. Okay, and change begins with us. I'm so sure you want some changes as youths in our country. So show up at Uhuru Park. The rally is done by one Morara Kebaso. And here it's to discuss a few things that will be included in the budget, because now the budget is in that stage where they are editing a few things and doing a few things, because again, it will be passed in the next 2 months, that is in June. Okay, so before that happens, we want to come up with initiatives to help jobless youths. And yeah, opportunities lazima zikwe for the youths. And each step inaanza one step at a time. So show up, let's make the necessary changes, let's discuss the opportunities that we need for the youths and what can be done. And then it can also be included in the budget before it's processed kabla mwingie maandamano tena. So yeah, make sure to show up, come ready, come prepared. Yeah, see you at Uhuru Park on Monday 24th, that is few hours away. And let's come with the objective to discuss the opportunities of our youths. Thank you.
William Ruto, I know you will watch this. We are not going to have any conversation with you or any jokes with you regarding the money you said youths will be able to borrow without interest. Hiyo mchezo hatufanyi tena. You've lied to us enough. The young people are now impatient. They don't have jobs. They don't have opportunities. They are lying at home. They are idle and they are being misused by politicians. This we will not accept. We as the young people leaders, we will not accept this to go on. That is why on Monday at Uhuru Park, we shall show that Vox Populi, Vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God. Do you know the real problem? Let us talk about the real problem in Kenya. When you say SHA is not working and that the healthcare system has broken down, how many youths, young people, have the money to even contribute to SHA? How many of them have pay slips? When you talk about our roads not being tarmacked and that the roads are muddy and unpassable during rainy season and have potholes, how many young people have cars or can even afford one or dream of one in a dream? When you talk about university funding model, these people are in the university. What about those who have already left the university? Yes, they are being funded to go through university, but to come out and do what? Most of them are out here after undergone university education successfully, na hawana kazi. So if over 6 million young people are educated and don't have jobs, and over 7 million are semi-illiterate or semi-literate and do not have jobs, yani walimalizia form 4 ama walimalizia high school and they still don't have anything to do, what do you expect they are going to do? This is the real problem that we need to start talking about, because that is why we have increased cases of depression, increased cases of suicide, increased crime, and that is why politicians wanapata vijana mtaani wa kutumia vibaya. On Monday, next week, we have the biggest rally of the jobless people in Uhuru Park. Please, make sure that you show up and that your voice is heard. This government only understands one language, and that is the language of people congregating. When we talk about it on social media, when we write letters, when we speak at seminars, when we speak at conferences, when we speak on TV and radio, they don't listen. We just want to congregate and show the might and power of the jobless people of this country and show them that in this budget of 4.2 trillion, we want them to show us where the opportunities of the youth who are unemployed in Kenya are. Vijana, job inakuwa advertised ya positions 10, vijana wanakuja vijana 5,000, vijana 6,000 kwa positions 10 ama kwa positions 6 peke yake. Wanaitwa anywhere, wana line up pale KICC. Uliona waki line up, uliona line ya Worldcoin, na wengine wao wanaitishwa pesa ili wapewe kazi, na saa zingine wakiitishwa hii pesa wanakoniwa. pesa ambayo watu wanalipwa kwa mjengo kukua watu wa mkono haijawahi kupanda, na mjengo ndio tulikuwa tunategemea ili tujilishe. Nao pesa ya mjengo imebaki pale pale yenye watu wanalipwa kwa mjengo, na bado economy imeenda juu and the cost of living has gone up. Now we have young people who cannot marry or get married. We have young people cannot pay houses, hawezi kulipa nyumba. We have young people are depressed. We have young people cannot pay dowry. Wako tu, wako mtaani, wengine wanacheza pool, wengine wanafanya gambling, wengine wanafanya crime, wengine wamelala tu, wanashindwa wakichekelewa as if they are lazy. Yet they are not lazy. They are educated, they are hardworking but cannot get jobs. Wanasiasa ni kuwa promise tu, tatengenezea vijana kazi, tatengenezea vijana kazi. But when you sit down with them and ask them, what is your plan to create jobs? They don't have a plan. They keep lying that in the housing program, they've created 160,000 jobs. But those 160,000 people are nowhere. The people are almost 5,000 to 6,000 maximum. We need to come out as young people, as the jobless people of Kenya, and show that this country, number one, belongs to us, and that the resources that this country has are ours to use to live, work, and grow. And if this year's budget of 4.2 trillion does not cater for jobs for the youth and money for the youth to borrow without interest, unataka pesa bila interest. What the president promised, that is what we want. And we are not negotiating, and we are not going to discuss with him. William Ruto, I know you will watch this. We are not going to have any conversation with you or any jokes with you regarding the money you said youths will be able to borrow without interest. Hiyo mchezo hatufanyi tena. You've lied to us enough. The young people are now impatient. They don't have jobs. They don't have opportunities. They are lying at home. They are idle and they are being misused by politicians. This we will not accept. We as the young people leaders, we will not accept this to go on. That is why on Monday at Uhuru Park, we shall show that Vox Populi, Vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God.
Vijana wenzangu, serikali ya William Ruto imeamua kufund some young people. Kuna vijana individuals wamekuwa funded to bring the youth voices together. What they've been told, the instruction is, endeni mseme kwamba mnataka kuleta vijana pamoja, mnataka vijana wa unite for a common cause, mnataka Gen Z wakuje pamoja, wa change the system, and then once that happens, then the government will slowly, slowly come in na nyinyi wenyewe mudanganywe na muingizwe kwa system. These same quote and quote leaders wenye wanakuwa funded wa mobilize wataanza kuambia kwamba si mnaona serikali ina perform saa hii, vitu zimechange, and that we need to support the government in place. Please do not be hoodwinked. Msidanganywe, msichochwe ati we bring some people, some of them mnawajua na kuna vitu wamesaliti movement before. Some of them of course have not been in the limelight, but wanatumika tu hapa na pale. So tukue very careful to not accept such individuals kukuja na kuporomosha movement ambayo tumekuwa tukijenga. Now what we have to do is we have to build a movement, strong movement for everybody. Kila mtu. Gen Z movement sahizi, kuna watu wanasema Gen Z ati mkisema Gen Z mna exclude other people. No, we are not excluding other people. Gen Z movement right now, it's an institution, it's a movement, it's a belief system. It's not a generational thing. So we are not creating generational war. What we are saying is that people have accepted that the Gen Z movement, the Gen Z uprising last year, ilitingisha the political sphere. And that if we can do that consistently, then we will change the system that we want to change. So that is exactly what we are saying. We are not saying there are barriers between generations. No. Everyone is welcome to be part of Gen Z movement. Whether you are a Gen X, watoto wale wetu Gen Alpha, baby boomers and everybody else, millennials, these are our elder brothers and sisters. We welcome everyone on board so that we bring all our voices together. That is what we should be looking at doing. And so, kila mtu ambaye anaona kwamba kuna kitu unaweza fanya kwa your village, your community, and that it can help change the system. In the smallest way, you're doing it, wherever you are. We are trying to create a network of these people, like-minded people, who can actually mobilize numbers from different groups, different communities, ndio tuweze kuongea kama sauti moja. So kama wewe ni huyo mtu ambaye uko na vision kwamba tunahitaji Kenya mpya, tunahitaji Kenya mzuri, ambapo vijana wako na kazi, na watoto wanaenda shule, na shule hakuna karo mtu analipa, na kama unataka Kenya ambapo health system inafanya kazi, na kama unataka Kenya ambayo haina corruption, na anyone who indulges in corruption is punished severely, if that is the Kenya you want to see, then it is time we speak in a common voice. It's time we amass our numbers, so that should this current regime survive until 2027, then 2027 they will not go past 2027, so that we ensure we have plan A to Z. If we do not remove them through the streets, then we have to remove them through the ballot. And that means we also are encouraging vijana ambao wanataka kuendea positions, and even older people who know and believe that they can bring the change that we need. We welcome you. We encourage you to come up. We will be going around campaigning for all our team members. We will be working together this journey to ensure that we deliver the Kenya that we want. And you and I must be ready to work so hard. We must be ready to work so hard to get the Kenya that we all want. Shida ni watu wengi wanafikiria inaweza kuja rahisi. Haikuji rahisi. We must work hard. Otherwise, tusidanganywe, tusichochwe, tusikue hoodwinked. Let us stay true to the course. Na tusidanganywe na pesa kidogo kidogo mtu akwambie kwamba you will lead a better life. You will not. Watakudanganya 1-2 months and then you will not have it. Thank you.